Hey everyone, Majegs here with another companion video for the Good Games for Busy People series. This is the Lonely Mountains Downhill video, which is a game about riding a mountain bike alone down one of 4 mountains. It's super fun. I've been having just a great time kind of relaxing and chilling out with it. It's a nice little time burner, respects you as a player. All I got to say about that. So what I'm planning to do for this video today is hopping into a trail I haven't done too much of, and just sort of talking my way through how I approach this game and how it sort of plays out. So really important is that I'm going to be in the Mountain of Redmore Peaks because it's very fall looking and I'm into that, okay? Don't at me. So you can see this Redwood Peaks mountain has 4 different trails that you can select to ride. I've only got 2 of them unlocked. I've done a lot of Sunfalls Avenue, so I'm gonna do Summerbridge Road instead. You can see here it's indicating I've only finished this once with the bike that sort of looks like the Harry Potter scar you can see in the top right there. So I click on that and I can select which set of missions I want to approach with. I will approach, I think with none of them. I think I'm just going to do this one that I've already completed just because I kind of want to show off what this looks like. I don't want to focus on getting any of these missions accomplished today. Just want to play the game. So after you pick your mission, you can see here you can pick your bike. I've got 2 different bikes unlocked right now, the Grasshopper and the Trailblazer. Grasshopper is, it's sort of like, I guess, maybe your department store bike. Look at those. It's got rim brakes. It's got front suspension. Who knows if it's got rear suspension? Kind of looks like it. Oh, definitely you can see it flex a little bit there. Whew. But this bad boy right here, wow. That's your first step into the real world. Look at that. Disc brakes. Incredible. So that's what we'll play with. So now the game is super simple. It's only got a few different controls. I'm opting to play with a controller. I think that's the best way to do it. And you can, the way I've got the controls set up, you point I point my stick in the direction I want to go, and my cyclist will automatically turn the wheel to get there. You can also change it so that, you just go left or right and they turn the wheel, but not my style. You have an accelerate button that lets you move, and then you have like a brake button which lets you do just sweet drifts, and of course the all-important sprint button, which any good cyclist should be using. So you can see here I'm just kind of riding down this hill following the brown path on the ground, which indicates the well-trod, the easy-to-spot trail. But every now and then you find a little bonus. I can see that's a nice little drop I can take right there, which would save me a little bit of time. This looks like maybe it's a designed area for me to go down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ba-boom. I'm just kind of exploring, cutting off a lot of time with that. And because I don't really have a mission right now, here we go, bonk. Because I don't really have a mission right now, I can just explore these maps. And these maps are really fun. They're really well made. And sometimes they have little secrets you can try to track down and find little rest spots where your biker will get off and just enjoy the nature, which is what we all wish we could be doing while playing this game. No! Well, ain't that just the way it goes sometimes. I'm going to follow the normal trail for a moment here, so I find another little secret turn-off area. The game also has a fair bit of customization. You can change what your character looks like. You can change what your bike looks like. Cut that from the video. Oh boy. There's not a whole lot to talk over about this game, I don't think. It's just a very pleasant game. The core loop is pretty straightforward and simple. There's just plenty of content to play with. Each trail can be handled in a pretty short amount of time. You'll be getting time trials that are, finished within 2.5 minutes. I mean, that's a short level. The weird part, though, is it feels like it takes a long time sometimes. It really stretches out, and then you think, boy, I've spent way too much time playing this game, and the game's like, you spent 3 minutes. So that's always nice, too. It's a little reassuring. lets you know that, you know, it's okay. It's okay to just enjoy it. Ooh, make sure I don't slide off this big old log. That was fun. I really think they did an excellent job with designing the sound in this game to make you feel like, you know, you're out there alone in nature. It's not overpowering, but there always seems to be some kind of sound cue indicating nature, like a crash maybe. Oof. Ow. See, that's when you wouldn't want to be riding alone. That is where the downside, the dark side of mountain biking comes out. I hope we've alerted someone that we're out riding today and, you know, when we should be expected home. Better this time. I notice sometimes the camera seems to get a little bit hung up on trees. What are you going to do about that? It's not the end of the world. It can be a little bit frustrating from time to time, but not too bad. Let's go this way. Let's see what's over here. Eh? Fun little area. Downhill. Some rocks to crawl over. Ooh, now that's like half the tire submerged there. That's... check on that. Make sure everything's okay after the ride. Dumps us right out at a nice checkpoint. Lovely. Oh boy. Oh, that's going to be back-to-back off-road. Oh! I think I could have landed that. I think the game cut me off too soon. Let's try it again. Oh yeah. Easy. Saved 20 minutes of riding there. That's probably not true. Probably a lot less than that. There we go. That's the end of the trail. Bada boom. Checkpoint number 9. So I've been recording for all of 7 minutes total. So that wasn't too bad. Not too long to complete. And the idea that you could just end at a campsite, just ride down a mountain to a campsite, hot dog. Doesn't that sound nice? All right, let's hop back in and see if we can't get one of these missions accomplished. So the goal here is going to be to complete the course within 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and the other one is going to be fall fewer than 24 times. So I'm going to just go for it and we'll see what happens. So rough start right out of the gate. Thankfully the game knows that I'm right at the beginning, so it just sets me back to 0-0 for my time and my crashes. Alright, so the bike that I have equipped right now is fairly resilient to drops. So the first bike I was on was maybe a little bit quicker on the dirt and acceleration, but ooh, I missed the checkpoint. That could come back to bite me. Just hop down there. I'm gonna be okay. I just won't fall. But this bike is nice and bouncy, and the rider can absorb plenty of shocks. Not this kind of shock, though. This is not going to go well. Ooh, it's okay. Back to the beginning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. So we hit that pretty easily. Just drop right down there, which saves us a lot of time on some switchbacks. I might even be able to drop down. Ooh, spot one there. Yep. This time we're going to hit the checkpoint. Got a personal best on that. We'll do the same drop off of here. Okay, and then we'll come down here. What I really enjoy about this game is kind of stringing along these different shortcuts. And what's really fun is not all of them are even, I think, intended. Oops. Boy. That looks painful. I don't even think all of the shortcuts that I find are intentional. I think some of them I'm just happening to play the physics just right and, you know, landing on perfectly sloped rocks. And I think the designers of the game did a really good job in, you know, saying that's okay. Like, it's fine to do that. Because it's way more fun. Sometimes you feel like you've cheesed it a little bit or cheated a little bit, but you're doing a time trial, so like it's all part of the fun. I am spending a good number of crashes early in this track, but I think this one's going to pay off for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bada boom. Really nice. Only 14 seconds. Now, I like to try to jump down that hill, but I always end up crashing, so I just want... Oh, but down this hill. Oh! I shouldn't be alive. I just crashed into that, sideways into that rock, and somehow didn't eat it. Now, what I'm seeing is I'm doing okay on time. I'm at a minute and 14 of 320, and I'm on section 5 of 9. I think I'll be okay. I gotta keep an eye out better for some of these shortcuts. I'm missing a lot. I'm too busy chit-chatting, doing the jibber-jabber, as they say in the business, in the industry. It's a YouTuber term, I think. Okay. Sometimes you gotta use that sprint just to kind of get out of dirt or what have you. Because you'll ride faster on this cut ground, but usually that's the longer way. Oh no, the tree. Oh! Once again, that was a close one, but I've made it. Like I was saying, you generally ride faster on that cut trail as opposed to sort of off the trail. So sometimes you have to use that sprint in order to get anywhere. These bikes clearly are meant for downhill, not for cross country. As a result, our character's cardio is questionable when it comes to uphill climbs. So, you know, don't expect too much out of them. Alright, we're going to take this shortcut because I think this one pays off for me pretty well. I don't know because I haven't taken the actual path, but I can only assume that shortcuts are faster. It's just like in math class when they teach you how to do it the long way and then they teach you how to do it the short way. It's better to always just do the short way and never learn the long way. You never want to understand the theory of why something works. It'll just complicate your brain. It's not true, of course. You should always learn the theory and everything. And there we go. That's the end of that trail. I got both missions done. So finished in under 320, only 3 crashes. I would say that's pretty good. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. This has been Lonely Mountains Downhill. If this is a game that you think is interesting, I recommend checking it out. If you stumbled upon this and didn't watch the Games for Busy People video first, I would recommend going back and listening to that to get a little more of a organized rationale discussion of why I think this is a great game for busy people. Once again, I'm still a little new to these kind of companion videos. If you made it all the way to the end here and you like this format or you have suggestions for this format, please let me know. Leave them in the comments and I would really appreciate that. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I will see you next time. Bye!